Okay, to begin with, I am so sorry that I haven't filmed for so long. I couldn't actually tell you the last time I filmed was. I don't think I've filmed since I've been back at work. For those of you who don't know, I'm a teacher. I went back to work. I actually got back in August, just because the sector that I teach in is a little bit different. And I started teaching obviously in September, and it's just been so busy. Like every weekend has been really jam-packed, and I've never really had a moment just to sit. And also where I've been on my own as well. So this is my first like Saturday to myself in so long. And I knew straight away that I was gonna film a video because so much has happened. Even though I've been away from YouTube, I've been doing so much in my system. So I've still been maintaining everything, which is fantastic. And I have a lot to talk about. I believe when I last left off, I just got the Hobonichi, I think, and I was looking for a companion book to go alongside it because previously I was using, hold on, let's get out the stack. Previously I was using this book as my companion book alongside my journal, and I haven't touched this since I got my companion book for the Hobonichi. So the last time I wrote in this was at the end of August, because I then bought so many books scattered around now. I then went and bought this book. This is from just W.H. Smith's. It's the brand Moderno. I think it's W.H. Smith's own brand, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a really nice soft leather bound book. I got gridded again, and I started writing in this in September, on literally the 1st of September. So I will update you on this first, and then I will talk about my Hobonichi, because I've actually moved on from this since. Because if I just show you what it was like, oh, my pen's. When I had this in the book, this is a little spoiler as to what's been going on. This slot in really nicely to the back of my cover, and I had both of the books, but as you can see that is extremely bulky, especially with all my pens on it as well, because I keep the pens that I use with the journal on the side of it rather than keeping them in a pencil case, because then I can just take this upstairs to bed or take it out in the classroom and it's fine. So this is what I was working with, and I can still write in the Hobonichi and it be somewhat flat, and I can also still write in this. So it was working to a degree, but I knew that this was too big because of how I was going to be working come January. So am I in frame? Yep. So this was the book that I had. I will go through it with you just to show how I've been using it. So I've started my masters now. So these were some notes from a pre-reading that I did, some staff room meeting stuff. I was also really conscious in this book that I was having to code everything in case I showed it on YouTube. So this is safe to show. There's no like classified information or anything in this. And then I go into reading stuff. There's a lot of work notes. I use this a lot more for work than I thought I would. Can't show a lot of it actually. I thought I coded most of it, but there's like 3 pages there where I couldn't show. But I was saying I've used it a lot for work, and I tried to code as much as possible, but I've used like full names and that, and I don't feel comfortable sharing full names. So I'm still using it for bits and pieces. We've got uni notes, work notes, also some old school commonplace in. I finished a book. My reading's completely gone down the drain. Still using it to stick things in as well. This book, for some reason, I'm really bad for spilling things in, and I keep smudging stuff, which is really annoying. So that's how it was going. I wasn't in love with this book. It was just too bulky and big. So I decided that is going to be like a desk book now. Similar to this one, I'll probably go between the two of them. I might take that one into university as well. We'll see when I've got a lecture day. That might come with me. We'll just see. I'm not precious about any of these. Notebooks are notebooks. So now I'm going to show you the progress that I've made with my Hobonichi cousin Avec. And I'm also going to talk about what I'm going to do in January, because it's getting to that time of year. It is now October. So I have placed my order, and it has arrived as well. So I did film an unboxing, but it's very rushed. It was when I came home from work, so I don't think I'm going to show it. So I can't remember when you last saw this. So I'm going to do a full flip through. Still haven't used this spread. I think I'm just going to leave it for this one, and I'll jump into it when I'm in my new planner. The monthlies, I've started tabbing the corner so I can find it really easily. I did have a work planner that I bought. I stopped using that completely. This is now work, home, everything planner, and I just code it so I can show it online. But it came with loads of stickers, so I put all them, I cut them up and I put them in the front of the box. There's a few stickers in here that are kicking about. I'm kind of trying to save some for when I start my new planner, because this is definitely like a transitionary planner. So there's a few stickers kicking about. It's definitely not decorated, I wouldn't say that at all. But I did enjoy going through and adding the odd sticker. I haven't really bought any stickers with the intention of using them in this planner. So this was September, and this is October. Again, just putting in my like monthly events and stuff. Every highlighted yellow day is a work day, and if it's got a little blue dot, then it's in a master's seminar. So that is populated up until January. Then the weeklies, I will skip until when I started in this planner, which I believe was the end of August, I think. I think it was this week that I started. So everything before that is just backdating. So the weeklies obviously started out very quiet because I knew I was going to utilise this most when teaching started. So this is when I was back at work. So it's just got a few meetings in it and stuff. I don't really use this for planning tasks that I need to do. It's mainly just planning my schedule. And I went through a few different experiments of how to present this. Anything that's covered is just because I've messed it up. And I quite like when you like stick things over. This is really typical of me. I kind of stuck with this for a bit, where it has the colour code lessons, because I colour code in my Outlook calendar for work. So each class that I teach has a colour associated with it. The amount of sticky notes that are in here that I can't show because we've got student names on them. But usually there are sticky notes all over the pages. Anyway, I've got a new pen now, so I might try out doing the weekly spread with the new pen, because then I can actually highlight things. This is a really messy one. Don't like that, ignoring that. This was last week and this is this week. I tried boxing them, hated this, think this looks awful, so I won't be doing this again. Next week I'm going to tab this down now, because I really don't look at my weekly. I might experiment with using it more as a journal, really. But I do like having the weekly to do. That is a good thing. I start my week, I put the spread in, do my weekly to do, and then I can transfer that into my dailies pages. And I don't do these into the future, I do these on the week that it's happening. So let's go to the dailies now. Haven't touched this page at all. You've seen all this before. This was my backdating of my whole planner. So this was all taken from the old planner that I had that was, in fact I have it on hand, this one, that was just like a weekly diary. So it wasn't very thorough. And then I started journaling at this point, so I was able to start populating it with journal entries. But I wasn't really thinking about layout at all to begin with. I'm really going to skim through this, by the way, because the good stuff is much later on once I'm using it properly. Started experimenting with writing across the page. I used the schedule to its intended purpose to begin with, and I used the to-do notes thing. That has changed now. And then I started working... Come on, this is all still backdating, I believe, as well. I started using it on this day. So this is all going forwards, like, in real time. I started highlighting my work days again. Nothing was really happening at work, so I was doing a lot of journaling. Definitely filling up the page, but I thought this was the perfect amount of space for me. And I was still using this as a schedule, and then the top as a To-do list. I'm talking really quickly, but it's because I've got a lot to get through. A couple of to-do lists here and there, a couple of shopping lists, but it wasn't that exciting. Oh, then, when did this start happening? On this day. I started doing my to-do list on this side, changed it up a little bit. Really liked this. Went back and forth a couple of times. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I did start with a schedule up here. So I was really starting to experiment with my daily pages. And then I think this is where I really found my rhythm. This is the format that I've really fallen in love with. So I have my to-do list on this side, because then I can kind of go for as long as I need to. The schedule's at the top because that's always set on the day. So that always stops at a point. And then I can use this space for notes at work. And then when I get home, I do my actual journaling. So this has been working really well. And obviously I can just write across the whole thing if I need to as well. So love this. It's been incredible. So obviously my lessons go in at the top. And then I've been using what's it called? Bullet journal style of scheduling with the crosses and the arrows and stuff. So yeah, that's been fantastic. I've been loving this method. A few days it's been going like a bit crazy. So there's one certain day that I've got in mind, because it's all pretty much the same. Where it was such a lovely spread. It was lovely. Here it is. This is like my favourite spread in the whole book. I've been tabbing these with anything that has to-do list for university, for my masters. So this was just so full on and I loved it. So I have my to-do list, my schedule. This was my task list for my readings and prep for my lecture. And then this is journaling, and I really love this. It really shows how much I use it in a day. Because obviously this was at the start of the day, this was midday, and this was at the end. And I almost would like different colour pens maybe to kind of separate it, but also I kind of love it because it almost effortlessly slides into place. So yeah, big fan of this. This pen did run out, so I had to start using my Mard liners to underline. I think it was, on this day. So super happy with this. And then on a Saturday or a Sunday, I often had a big journaling page. Yeah, I love it. And then we're at October. So this is for uni again. This messed up. I can't remember what I did actually, but I just went over it and I kind of like how it looks. So this is the start of October. Another big journaling day, Sunday, so I wasn't doing anything but journaling, I don't think. This was definitely a smudge, so just put a sticker there. Little cat sticker. There was 1 week where I backdated the whole week, so it's a lot shorter. I think it was, I can't remember what week it was, to be honest. I think it was when teaching first started kicking in, but I've been keeping up with it since then, and I've been journaling either in the evening or on the next day. This was Wednesday and Thursday this week. I got my new pen on this day, so I tried it out. It's fine. My writing looks lovely, but I like my chunky fountain pen. And then this was yesterday, so I still need to go through and populate this. You will see that I have a pencil board now as well. So then hopefully there'll be less transfer. And then yeah, that is me and my Hobonichi. It has just been an absolute godsend. I think my current lifestyle where I have so much on the go and I can just get it onto one page, and now I kind of feel more comfortable with just getting things onto the page and it's less precious. I've been loving using it. So much so that I took the decision to order the Hobonichi cousin for my 2025 planner. This, by the way, as well, is the notebook. In fact, let's get ahead of myself. So I ordered from Hobonichi. I have already opened it, and this is just a box finished out, pretty much, apart from a couple of things. So I'll get those out. There we go. So, I ordered from Hobonichi. First, I got this pencil board. I was going to get a jazzy one, but I got a plain one for now. I've got a feeling I'll end up collecting a few of these because it has been really useful so far. This was my free gift, along with this pen, which is the one that I tested on the other page. You've seen all these before. So it's a notepad and a pen. I actually really like this notepad. It's a really good size, and this is what I've been putting. Can I just show this? I can't show that page. Yeah, this is what I've been using just for like work notes and stuff. This is perfect. I've realised that I don't really need a big notebook, and if I do want to do some commonplacing, I'll just go into one of those old notebooks that I've got. But I could commonplace in there. So this just slides in there, and I can write with that, and it doesn't feel weird because I'm not at the end of the book yet. So probably when I get to like the back, it might. Oh, there's more notes pages I thought on the back. But yeah, once I get to this point, I might feel it, but until then, it's fine. So I got the pen, and I got the notepad, and then I also I've got 2 of the memo pads. I knew they'd be thin, but they are way thinner than I expected. But I got these to go alongside the planner for next year. So I'm not going to use these until January. So I'm kind of experimenting with what fits in the back of the book. Because sorry for the crinkly sounds. The next year I have got the Hobonichi Techno 2025 cousin. I got the Japanese one again, but obviously I've been using the Avec up until this point. So if I just show you what the Avec's looking like for me, I don't stick a lot in, so it has stayed pretty much the same size as it was originally, which is obviously half of that. Oh, actually, when you look at it like that, no, it's not that chunky, is it? I don't use a lot of stickers. I don't stick anything into this really, apart from on the front I put a nice little thing on it, which is probably the thing that's bulked up the most. So I felt pretty safe using the cousin and not the Avec, and it makes more sense than London for me. I don't have to buy a new one. Now, it might be famous last words. I might think, oh God, no, that's going to get too bulky. But I'm really excited to use it. I'm really excited to have like a whole year's book in one. And I'll be curious to know if I can maintain it for a whole year. I think I can, because so far the cousin itself is going really well. And I don't see myself stopping using this just because it's become sort of an integral part of my work routine. I think if I hadn't, merged it with my work planner, then I probably wouldn't be using it as much. But because it's literally on me at all times at work and I'm constantly using it, like I get so much use out of it and so much joy out of it as well. And it's caused a lot of like funny conversations between my work pals because they couldn't believe how much money I've spent on the whole setup. So this is my intention for next year. I'll have one of these memo pads to begin with. I'm probably going to try out a few different ones throughout the year, but I definitely need just like that additional space just in case. And then I'm keeping the same cover just because it's serving its purpose, and I can't really afford to get into all the covers and stuff, which is absolutely fine by me. I'm a very practical person, as you will see in this. I probably will have to cut down the amount of pens that I've got. There we go. So if I just take all these out, I do take them out when I'm writing in as well. It's just when I'm transporting it that they're all in there. Take all them out. That is what it's going to be looking like, which I think is swell. I did cut out the tabs of that, by the way. Kind of inspired by the Jill journals, but they were really annoying me, and I felt okay to turn them out. Oh, I'm so excited to get cracking with that. So that is the plan for 2025. Now, in terms of commonplacing, I've really not been doing much. If anything, it's been really lacklustre because I've just been so busy with work. I finished a book the other day and that was like such an achievement. But in terms of like learning new things, my masters has been obviously going really well. So I have been, reading and learning and enjoying things, but I haven't been doing it to the extent that I wish I could be. But that's fine. Things can go. Commonplacing will always be there, always has been there for me. So I will fall back to it eventually. So yeah, that is the updated, can't speak. That is my update on how my system is going. Everything is now contained to this, including my stationery. And I'm just loving life in the Hobonichi. Absolutely loving life. I do need to journal for today, so I may do that now actually. Not on camera, I will save that for me. So yeah, I've changed books in the back into this little one. This is literally just because, this is just because it's small and it fits in nicely. I have still been taking this to work as well, but I might just cycle between them because the notebooks, I think I'm becoming a lot less precious about how they look and stuff, so And same with my Hobonichi as well. And I'm so happy with how full of writing and stuff it is. So yeah, that is me. How long have I been filming for? 20 minutes, that's pretty much perfect. I'm going to leave it at that then. Thank you so much for watching. This print, by the way, is from, I can't remember what her handle is. I don't think I've got it on me anywhere, but I'll link her shop down below. Oh gosh, but I do need to stick it down properly with some proper stickers. So yeah, that is me. That is my Hobonichi, and that is my 2025 setup sorted as well. Very excited for that, and to be in the cousin and not the Avec. Not that I haven't been loving the Avec, I have been. The size of it is wonderful, but I am really excited to have like a big planner. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you hopefully very soon. I obviously can't guarantee when my next video will be. It just feels my nails have been really dirty this entire time. I can't guarantee when the next video will be just because I've been so busy, but I am going to try and film some more, especially surrounding my masters, because I have been going to the library a lot and doing a lot of studying. So I think it would be fun to film some content around that. Who knows? We'll see, but it has been lovely to sit down and talk to you again. I really hope it's not as long of a gap for next time, but we shall see. I'll see you in the next video.